Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to be very direct with this message just so that way the individual that it's directed towards understands the factor that he's not fooling anyone. Not to mention that, but so that way he understands there are bigger things that he needs to worry about. Alright? So, Joey, I already know the factor that you were one of the main people that were catfishing me. That ultimately you were also one of the main ones that, you know, was going to extort me and exploit me all those years. Not to mention that, but I know that ultimately you were profiting off of it. Dorf was profiting off of it. And obviously, with those factors and everything, if the person I was with is back with Dorf, then ultimately, at this point, it's probably getting pretty difficult to go ahead and cover up your guilt, considering the factor that you already know that prison's right around the corner for you. So, when it comes to the sabotaging of my car, alright, while simultaneously having Martin go ahead and attempt vehicular manslaughter, I already know that you ended up profiting off of it through Matt Bollock on behalf of Pastor Ken from Four Points Church, and ultimately Ken's aspirations to basically be a mega church pastor and all the money that ends up coming along with it. Henceforth, the attempting to kill me as a publicity stunt. Alright? I would worry more about the attempted murder charges, as well as, extortion, revenge porn, those things, because ultimately, your daughter is going to end up going ahead and having to see her father through prison glass. So, that being said, I think it would be a good idea for you to stop trying to catfish me, keep my fucking name out of your mouth, especially because of the factor that you'll have an even bigger worry when it comes down to the factor of the part that MDI, the trucking company, that helped you launder that extorted money. Because, an 18-wheeler company going under and that causing a break in the supply chain could end up causing a lot of inconvenience in food deserts, a lot of different stores that would end up having a lot of downstream effects. Alright? And all of this because of them wanting to take money that you extorted out of me and defrauded me of and use their trucking company to try to launder that money. Alright? So, at this point, your significant other, I'm really surprised of the factor that, Bollock hasn't seen how much of a lying, manipulative, gaslighting, love-bombing, pathetic, immature piece of shit that you are. But the day that she does, as well as your daughter, ultimately, it's gonna be a new beginning for you. Alright? The beginning of, living authentically. Because of not being able to hide how much of a douchebag you are. So, now that you know that I know that you were the one catfishing me, the main one, because passing around. Alright, my question is, how the fuck do you plan on attempting to sabotage me further when I know it's you? Like, at this point, you gotta be pretty fucking stupid to believe that I would believe anything you fucking say. Alright? You can tell me that the sky is blue, and I'll have to go ahead and get a second opinion. Alright? So, why don't you tell the truth on the factor that I don't fuck with you because you're a racist piece of shit that commits fraud, scams people, and ultimately goes and tries to manipulate as much as fucking possible to get what you want by any means necessary. It's not, you wrote me off. It's, I found out what the fuck you did. And now you're having to look over your shoulder because every day you are a day closer to having to go to prison. And you have to go ahead and look over your shoulder because that warrant for the burglary, oh, that shit's going to go ahead and land you a good amount of time. By the time you're out, your daughter will be graduating high school. So, at the very least.